Hey guys, Jeff here with Corsair. I'm here with Travis, who is a prominent member of the League of Legends community. We were talking back and forth and discovered that Travis was in need of a PC upgrade. So we had invited him down to Corsair, and we're going to kind of show him some of our hardware, let him pick out some new gear, and kind of build his old gear into a new system for him. So Travis, why don't you tell our viewers how they might know you and what you're known for?
For sure. So I'm a big member of the League of Legends esports community, if that's how you want to put it. I do interviews with all of the pro players, I host shows and that kind of thing. So really into just the esports community, which of course always needs sort of that next level hardware that you guys can make, for example. So you know, it's a really enjoyable thing for me. And Jeff, I'm sorry, I actually would love to know what you do here at Corsair.
Oh yes, so I'm actually I do technical marketing. You know, the guys who look at our channel all the time will see me on the videos quite often doing FAQs and kind of things like that. So you know, I'm definitely an enthusiast, a PC hardware enthusiast, also a gamer.
I'm looking forward to getting into this this build.
Excellent, excellent. So you brought some of your old hardware. Corsair doesn't make graphics cards, CPUs, or motherboards, so we asked you to bring the components from your old system. Why don't we take a look at what you got? So it looks like we have a Gigabyte Z68 chipset motherboard here. We've got graphics card here. You know, if you're a gamer, this is one of your most important parts right here. So you got a GTX 660 Ti. Definitely still a good card. Probably won't need to upgrade for quite a while. Still be able to play all the new games. So it's definitely a good foundation for building a new system.
Very good.
All right, let's get started with the build. We're going to start off with letting you pick a case. We have our PM for cases coming down, George. He's going to show you the lineup and help you pick out a case.
Great.
Hi, I'm George, product manager for cases and coolers. Why don't we go through and figure out kind of what case is right for you?
Sure.
What is your basic use? Do you use it for like video editing? You have a ton of hard drives?
I tend to use it for gaming. I've never actually had that crazy of a case before. I've always just sort of thrown whatever into whatever case, so it'd be kind of cool to get something nice. And then, you know, maybe a decent amount of coolers because it can get, or a decent amount of cooling because it can get kind of warm in my area. So just, you know, something kind of cool looking, doesn't need to be that crazy, doesn't need to be that big. Having something that's quieter would be really nice.
Okay, well, let's start at the end here. This is the 600T, which is one of our like more famous, well-designed cases. It's got a fan control knob, so you can turn the fans up or down based on your use, so you can keep it quiet if you want to. But it's also really easy to work in, these kind of double latches.
Oh, awesome.
So you can get into it quickly. It's really well designed and really easy to put together. If you wanted to go high-end and go like water cooling, the 900D is probably like the ultimate in that chassis. But like for most use, it's kind of overkill.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the water cooling. Though I do like that both of these allow me to like sort of operate inside of them because I like to, you know, open it up sometimes and maybe drop something else in.
If you really care deeply about the quiet, this is the 330R, which is kind of a mainstream chassis that's really, really quiet. It's got sound damping and, you know, a front door on it with rubber damping as well. So that's really nice and quiet. And then also for higher airflow, if you're worried about going like multiple GPUs, this is kind of the ultimate in that. It gives you the best airflow, but it's not quite as quiet as the other ones are.
So I'm not really looking for anything with multiple GPUs, or I don't really want to do like the water cooling thing. So I actually really like the look of that first case. That seems really cool.
The 600T white?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. That's no problem at all, man. We'll get one taken care of for you.
Hey George, you know, I'd love to sort of know more about what you do. I've always been interested in technology and that kind of thing. Obviously, you're responsible for a lot of the products that we see here. So, you know, like what's it like working here?
It's awesome. I would be reading about this stuff and reading reviews and playing with hardware anyway, even if I didn't work here. So to have a job where I get to kind of create that stuff and it's my job to go find out what people think about this hardware is amazing.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
So these are our Hydro Series coolers. They're liquid-based instead of air-based because liquid absorbs heat much more efficiently. So they actually offer higher performance for cooling if you ever decide to overclock or do something like that. For the 600T, which has got a 240 millimeter space on top, I recommend the H100i. It's a really good cooler for that chassis and doesn't take up any of the other room for the other case fans. It also incorporates Corsair Link, which means that you can go into the software and change the speed of the fans or the color of the LED on the logo right there. So I highly recommend that cooler.
So it's just like whenever I'm in there, I can actually, like using the computer, I can actually check and see like what the speed is and operate it and adjust it out of there.
Yeah, it's got a Windows application that you can download from our website, and then we offer updates all the time on that. So you can go in and say, you know, hey, I'm going to go game, I'm going to turn those fans up, or, you know, hey, I'm going to bed, I'm going to turn the fans as low as possible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. If you're going to use the H100i, which has Corsair Link, I recommend our i series power supplies as well. Right now we have the AX i series. This is the 1200. For your system, I wouldn't recommend necessarily you don't need 1200 watts. So a lower wattage version of the AXi would be a great solution for you as well.
So it has Corsair Link as well, so it works as well with the program?
Yeah, you can change the fan speed or monitor how much power you're actually using, and also monitor real-time efficiency, so you can see how well your power supply is using the power it's getting from the wall. The other cool thing about these is that they're fanless up to about 60%, 40 to 60%. So when you're at low usage, like just emailing or doing whatever, it won't even turn the fan on.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, those sound great.
Cool. We'll get it started and we'll put your PC together and have it for you in a little bit.
All right, Travis, just finished the build. Let's take a look.
Oh, this came out fantastic.
Yeah, let's open the door here and take a look at the components in there.
Very good. So, hey, you know, I tend to do the interviewing whenever I'm doing my own stuff. I know you guys have been asking me a lot of questions. Now it's my time to turn the tables on you. Let me ask you what ended up being in this build. How long did it take?
So it took about 45 minutes from start to finish, including all the cable routing and everything. We've got, you know, you picked a fantastic case, the 600T white version here. We've got an AX860i power supply powering everything, which could be plenty of power. Even if you decide to add another graphics card, it should be just fine. We've got the H100i liquid CPU cooler at the top here. You can see the radiator, and we've got the SP120 fans with the red rings on the top. And the rings are interchangeable. You'll have some white and blue in there, but I think the red goes good with the theme here.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got also some Vengeance Pro memory. You got two 8 gig sticks there, so 16 gigs of memory should be plenty. And the other component here, we've got a SSD. We've got the Neutron GTX 240 gig SSD in there. Our fastest SSD. You're guaranteed to be the first guy in the server.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch that loading bar zoom by. I'm gonna beat everyone into the the loading. So
definitely, definitely.
Very cool. Well, man, it came out so great. Thank you so much for building this exactly to my specifications. It's going to be super great to game on. I'm going to love playing League on it. Thank you so much again for the gift. That's fantastic.
Definitely,
Thanks for the
enjoy.
build.
Yeah.
The system Jeff built for you looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Okay, well, let's send you home with some gaming products as well. So I have a few here for you. First, what we're going to be giving you is the MM600 dual-sided gaming mouse mat. I have a M65 here. This is our laser 8200 DPI mouse.
Awesome.
Wireless headset, so 40 feet of range. Anywhere you go in the house should be able to cover for you. And then also what TSM and Coast are using, the K70 fully mechanical Cherry MX Red keyboard. Brand new, very popular and hard to get. So.
Yeah, excited. Thank you so much.
And I have
to ask what's underneath the sheet.
One last item. Yeah, I know, I heard you talk about it earlier when you're here. So let's show you what we're sending you home with.
Oh, thank you so much. These are the super nice speakers that you guys make, right? I hear these get like really loud.
They get really loud.
So my neighbors are gonna hate you guys.
Well, you can crank these things up all the way to the max. They still sound great. So.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the awesome gear.
Yeah, no problem. It's great having you.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. I had a really good time today. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you could make it out. It was great to meet you. Thanks you guys for watching, and if you'd like the chance for us to upgrade your PC, just click the link down in the description.